Miles Sanity 602, reporting to you at the Nightmare Central with day number 18's review, and this is the first of the final 2 weeks of our fourth annual 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews, which means after this we have about 13 more reviews to go. And here we are with a review of Terror Train, which is a 1980 R-rated 97-minute horror thriller from director Roger Spottswoods. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's last name, but it's Terror Train. Now, Terror Train basically was one of the three only non-Halloween Jamie Lee Curtis starring slasher films. She did this, she did Prom Night, which this and Prom Night are pretty much on equal levels of awesome almost. I like one of them more, but ultimately I enjoy both Prom Night and Terror Train. She was also in Road Games. I'm unsure if she'd been in any other non-Halloween horror film other than those three. I've seen Road Games, but I don't really remember much from Road Games because I didn't really care much for Road Games. But we get Terror Train. Now, Terror Train is about this fraternity who basically, I think on their freshman year of college, they basically were throwing this little party, this little shindig on their, I think their the semester's graduation day, and we got to see some funny interactions between the people, and basically they lure in this person by the name of Kenny Hansen. Got a whole bunch of pranksters, and they lure in Kenny Hansen, who they find like a dead body, and basically pull a prank on him. He thinks that he's about to have sex with little Jamie, but unfortunately he doesn't end up having sex with little Jamie, and then that leads to him going insane and then spinning around and making a humiliating ass. And then we cut to the final years. I think their senior year, of their college party, their college party, little party. They're going on train. I'm unsure what the destination of the train is. I really just think the train in this film, as much as creative as it is, and as much as I enjoy the train ride, I think that the train ride was just there for a gimmick just to, make this stand out as its own film, like Terror Train. So basically that's my hunch, is that the train was really more of a gimmick than anything. Then they go on this train, and then we get to see just funny little stuff between the characters. Like they give this guy this person thinking that he's gonna get some marijuana, but it's really a box with a hole where they put a finger in there. There's some really funny gags in the beginning, and then you see one of them dies off without them knowing. I like that. Then after that, they get board the train, and we get to just spend I forgot, an hour and 37 minutes on this train, and we get to see some calm moments. All honesty, I like the calm moments of this film. I think that this film has some really neat moments. Like, you know, get to see some. I think as much as I love the original Halloween, I love the original 1978 version of Halloween. I love the Halloween 2, the 1981 version. But and those are superiorly made films. Those are superiorly made films. Um, but I think that the characters in this film are a little bit more fleshed out than the characters in the original Halloween. There's a little bit more meat to them. But that's just my opinion. The characters in the original Halloween are fucking awesome. Like, Halloween's so fucking great, so fucking great. You have, like, whenever you speak the name Halloween, you think of Jamie, you think of Laurie, you think of Annie, you think of Linda, and you think of Annie, Laurie, Linda, and that three, Bob, and all that, and Ben Tramer and all that. But I think out of the main teenage cast, I think that these are a little bit more. There's a little bit more to them, but it doesn't matter because they're fucking awesome characters. Then you have Jamie Lee Curtis, who I like her character. I think that she's a sweetheart in this film. She's also a sweetheart in Prom Night. Prom Night, which I think both this and Prom Night were filmed around the same time. They must be because they came out in the same year as each other. They came out in the same year as each other, and I think they're both Canadian filmed movies because I think in Canada they could get away with at that time. I think they could get away with more less restrictions for their filmmaking, and it was cheaper, and it was all in all, I think around that time, a better place for creativity, for let your creativity shine, and not to be withhold it by a United States thing. But anyways, you get to see that, and then you get the characters. You even get fuck, I forgot the guy's name. David Copperfield makes an appearance, so it's awesome to see David Copperfield, and David Copperfield is pretty cool. There's some really thrilling sequences. I like when the characters die off. They aren't like, oh my god, massive bloodshed kills like a Friday the 13th nonsense bloody kills. I like that the kills are a little bit more held back. I like that they're a little bit more held back, and I like that they're a little bit um, more thrilling than just buckets of blood on the screen. I appreciate that about Terror Train. It's also another good thing about Prom Night. They went for more the Halloween route than the lame, shitty Friday the 13th route. That, proves to be a fucking miracle with Sleepaway Camp, garbage like Sleepaway Camp, whatever, Friday the 13th inspired garbage and dribble that came from the 80s slasher Boom. Yeah, I like that this goes for the more Halloween route, and I applaud that. Um, I think that you get to you meet up with the conductor. The conductor's a really nice guy. There's it's just a lot more. It's more of a character-based film. You feel for these characters more than you could ever feel for like a fucking Friday the 13th character. Definitely a lot better than a Sleepaway Camp character. If you're speaking about part one and the last one, which is shitty. And I like the final fight at the end. In all honesty, this is my favorite non-Halloween Jamie Lee Curtis slasher film. It's my favorite one that outside the Halloween franchise, which she's been in all the Halloween movies that she's been in are great. Like you have the original Halloween. I know I'm gonna be off on a Halloween tangent, but I love talking about Halloween movies. I love them. She's been in the original Halloween, classic movie. There's zero problems with the original Halloween. Not Friday 13th. Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2, a great sequel to Halloween, Halloween H2O, a fantastic film, and I have a poster of it on my wall right there. Halloween Resurrection. I love Halloween Resurrection. Oh, look, boom. Halloween 2 shirt. Halloween Resurrection's awesome. Actually, I know I'm in the minority, but Halloween Resurrection's my favorite Halloween movie. I don't give a shit. I love Halloween Resurrection. I have a poster. I think it's great. So if I were to rank all of Jamie Lee Curtis's horror films, I would put from worst to best. I would put Road Games as the worst. Um, um, probably probably Halloween, Prom Night as the second worst. I love Prom Night. Prom Night's a great slasher film. A great slasher film. I also love the sequels to Prom Night. I think the sequels to Prom Night are pretty good. My favorite is Part 4. Prom Night 3 is fun. Prom Night 2 is also fun. The Prom Night franchise is begging to be included in my 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews. If I'm somehow managed to obtain a copy from now till October 2016, I might include that for next year's 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews. Um, I love the Prom Night franchise. Although the remake of Prom Night is a shitty movie, all know the remake of Prom Night's a fucking horrendous movie. I kind of have a soft spot for it. And then we get to, then after Prom Night, I would put, Halloween 2 as my third least favorite. I still love Halloween 2. Then, Halloween H2O. And then after Halloween H2O, original Halloween, and then Prom Night. Terror Train goes after the original Halloween. Uh, After in between H2O and the original Halloween comes Terror Train, and then Halloween Resurrection. I'm talking about that. I'm sorry. We're not really talking about Prom Night. I'm in Terror Train. I'm sorry. My brain's a little bit fudging up. Terror Train is an awesome movie. I love this movie. I have a great deal of love for this movie. Anyways, I'm surprised that this is probably the first, and we only have like 2 weeks left, and we're on like number 18. I'm surprised that I haven't talked about a collector's edition version of a Scream Factory film, and we have the collector's edition of Terror Train here. Um, I think that this is a fantastic release. Um, I like the look of the original DVD. The original DVD of Prom Night has a good look to it. I'm a Terror Train, not Prom Night. Prom Night has always had a horrible DVD releases through those terrible Echo Bridge packs, but um, Prom Night has always had terrible. But Terror Train has had a great DVD release. I think the DVD, despite it not being as special features worthy, is good. But I actually like the cover of that too. But I prefer the cover of the Terror Train release. I think that this is from. I may be mistaken. But I'm pretty sure that this is work done by Nathan Thomas Milner. I don't really see any hidden area with his signature, but I am pretty sure that this is Nathan Thomas Milner's work, who's done a lot of Scream Factory work. I love Nathan Thomas Milner. Nathan Thomas Milner does fucking amazing work. Seems like an alright dude. I think Nathan Thomas Milner kicks ass when he does his work on these artworks. And and you got the good art, good cover. One thing I really like, I forgot to mention about Terror Train, is I like that you get a different variety of masks. Get the fucking Gene Shalit, one of the '80s film critics. You get a raptor snake, and you get that guy there. There's a lot of neat shit about Terror Train. I like also it's kind of like a nice little twist. I like Kenny Henson as a villain. Get this back covers, which is usually a little bit different. Yeah, this is a little bit more there, and yeah, my copy's a little bit beat up. Uh, 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 Sucks for me, but and then we get the disc. A fantastic release. Um, I also love the artwork. That Terror Train has always had amazing artwork. The case is actually the slipcase is a little bit. It's almost like it's almost like it's a little bit. It's like a condom that won't get off a dick. It's that hard. But hey, I'm a weird fucking guy who would make that reference. I'm sorry. But Terror Train, great movie. I give it my recommendation. You can never go wrong with Terror Train. I give it my recommendations. Anyways, it's been day number 18 of my 4th annual 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews. And that means that we have entered the second to last week of October, and I shall be back in a little less than 24 hours with day number 19's review. And you're not going to be knowing what that is unless you were, I don't know, some people might already know, but I'm not telling. And anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you later.